Yeah, they want you to memorize the darn thing.
That's pretty sweaty out there for a while.
Sticky.
Sticky. Oh, the word is sticky.
Sticky. The weather. That's the way you.
Well, I know.
Word of choice to explain the weather today.
I'll tell you what though, with the heat we had today, we were gonna get some, I thought we'd get some real thunderstorms last night, but we might get some tonight. Down in Florida, we're down in Fort Myers there. It might get a little rainy down there.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Need something to prop that up higher.
Well, thank God, I thought I was gonna have to sit next to him by myself.
Hello.
Sit down here, I'll sit up there.
No. Cool. I was joking. I said I thought I was gonna have to sit next to you by myself.
No, I always come back here so I can pick on you, that's all I come back here for.
Stop today.
Oh,
Come on, they must have an AC truck for you out in there. Good one. AC's one of those metal fans on the dashboard. Roll both windows down and drive faster. Yeah.
Your son's not aboard the ship?
Most days I don't leave far, so. Yeah.
I went up in that new house up on 56 Smith.
there we go.
Doing a nice job in there, it's gonna be a nice house.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Good. Nice people.
Oh, well, Kathleen, yeah. Well, of course you gotta deal with Colin, you know, it's.
Talker.
Oh, I know, but he's,
Nice guy.
I'll tell you what, he's a nice guy too, really.
Good.
He's only looking out for her interests.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Working there, cause he's over there half a dozen times a day sometimes.
What you gonna do, Wayne?
He said something to me one day there, well, that was a long time ago. I said, just remember one thing, Bob. What's that? You're the one that selected him. I think they're doing a hell of a job.
Oh, you're just early for tomorrow.
He's in here. It goes to Marty after do them stumps there. Danny's like, oh, what is it like a.
There we go, that'll work.
Would you call her, please? Should be on the line. Are they just building it or?
It's a brand new one. She wants to help for us.
I got the setbacks. I'll give her a call tomorrow.
Thank you.
Or should have called me or just.
I told her to, but she called me twice. She
Oh, I
called me.
know.
She called me
Listen,
twice
I
today.
know how good you are with old ladies. So that probably worked out well.
Hey,
Oh, well.
I was the hottest man in Rouses.
At least she called anyway, that's a good thing. I think she'd have her son called Danny, I talk to him all the time.
Is that the barge insurance, was that additional?
yeah.
Okay, I thought
You
so,
have
because it was
that?
on top of it, yep. 78,495.
It's starting to get dark out there.
No.
Well, it's right. The other guy will be here tonight.
No, he won't.
How are you?
Get up there in time?
No.
But no way. Well, the parade was fine, but they had to start. When I got there, it was like, cool out the south. It worked out at the end of the day. It all worked out.
Was any of them screwed up? No?
Only towards the end, where some of the, it's like the fire department switched on me or something, yeah, so. But I made sure I I'd look at my notes and then I'd look to see what was there, and I'm like, okay, that's not the same, but that's fine, it looks like. Yeah, as opposed to, and it wasn't like somebody was supposed to be at the beginning and then they were at the end, they were only off by a couple of numbers.
Oh, okay, yeah, probably I screwed up.
No, it was, that was only a couple times, otherwise everybody was right in line where they should have been.
Oh, good. Yeah, but ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
Some of them, companies had like 4 or 5 trucks and stuff like that. There was only room like for one, and so you had, more than how they're gonna put the rest of them.
Right.
John, I believe she called you, she just didn't leave a message. I said, I believe that she called you this morning, she just didn't leave a message.
Oh, well, I'll be in the office, I'll take them all, I'll call her. I wish
She called your cell phone too.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She don't know what she said. But don't forget, she's 90, so.
Right.
She called my cell phone, I wouldn't got it.
Just over 54
Wow.
hours. Lower back cab.
Well, those are the things you pick up, right? So you kind of feel like, oh, maybe we did it this way.
I know, you know, I check this thing about every 2 hours.
Oh, I know.
I do more business on this than I do on the office phone down there.
Over here.
But she didn't leave a message, so.
Oh, no, she's okay, but
Morning.
does she know where?
So.
I'll call Debbie tomorrow, I think that'd be the best
I
plan.
agree.
Yeah.
Well, no, why, no, you should call her first.
I'll call her, but I'll let Debbie know.
To the flag, United States of America, and to the republic under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we got the minutes of the previous meeting. I'm gonna do the opening meetings to the public now, a bit out of order.
Like that.
So minutes of the previous meeting,
Make a motion to accept the read, or printed.
Second that?
all in favor?
Aye.
Today's bills, any questions from the board?
We have one addition this evening. It's the Labarge Agency in the amount of $78,409.05. That's for your public officials, business auto, umbrella owner, contractors, protective liability, the commercial package, and the commercial crime insurance package.
Make a motion, we pay the bills as amended.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Correspondence?
We received a letter from, Kathleen Fosher, who worked as a volunteer with Donna Racine in the history office for many years. Dear Ms. Sullivan, I'm sending this letter in regard to a proposal that I would like to suggest to honor our village historian, Donna Racine. I have known and worked in the local office for many years. Working with Donna, one could see she was a very dedicated historian and educator. Donna put in long hours and endless energy in her passion for the village of Rouses Point regarding its local history. The proposal I would suggest is a plaque on the door reading, "In loving memory, the Donna Racine, Rouses Point, sincerely, Kathleen Fosher." And I did discuss with her that we don't have a historian right now and we don't have actual room, but if we word it like that, the history collection, even if we do move it to the History or Welcome Center or anywhere else in the future, we could always move the plaque too, because it says the Rouses Point history, that collection were to go, the plaque honoring Donna Racine could go with it.
Oh, for one thing, we don't have that we have
No,
upstairs.
we don't. And but it could take, maybe we'll have a history museum someday that would be fabulous. That could take 5 years, 10 years, whatever. In the meantime, it'll still be in a plaque on that door honoring Donna. And then if the collection ever goes anywhere else, the plaque would just go with the collection.
Sounds good to me. Because it stays with the collection. So it'd be like the Donna Racine Historic.
She used the middle initial too, so I believe Donna L. Racine.
Yep.
Rouses Point History Collection.
And it would travel with
Right,
history.
right. So if someone on the board would put it into the form of a motion,
You should,
Yeah, we need to.
you think?
we should
Yeah, I
probably
think a
type up
formal
a whole
resolution would be good.
resolution.
Okay, I'll bring a resolution to the next meeting.
Okay, and this is where I'm putting open the meeting to the public today, because I want to get that stuff done. We've got a bunch of members of the Fourth of July committee with us today, and I wanted to make this as part of the reports of the mayor and trustees, as all of us appreciate the work that you guys did, and we have signed certificates of appreciation for you. It's not Dale Menard's actual signature, he's on vacation for us, so we have someone to sign for him, so I put Dale Menard. But we'd all like to thank you for all the work that you did. There's only 4 of you here, so you might have to pass this out to everybody.
Tomorrow to bring with us. Thank you for that. Well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome, I didn't do that much. You guys did most of it.
Thank you. Do you want me to take it up?
That's it, give them all to you.
All right.
Thank you all for your hard work.
Thank you. That's a great evening.
Would the board like to thank them?
Now we can thank you guys, great job.
Yeah, I like to thank the whole committee and stuff like that, and well job done, very well. Very appreciated.
That's what we're hoping. This is a start of a bigger and better celebration, and, it's nice to see all the faces that come forward and help. Really very appreciated. And I know there's a lot of comments from the public out there that we're very happy to see it come back, especially after the tough year of COVID. Definitely.
Thank you all. Okay, we've got 4 things today. I'm gonna just have them all done as a slate. Authorization to execute a sewer engineering grant, and authorization for the local match for the grant. Determination that the project is a Type 2 action under seeker, and an authorization to execute the agreement with Martin Rouses. This is to continue on the, smoke testing for the sewer system to determine where else we've got like ingress of the water going in for storm drains and everything else.
I see that the grant is for $30,000.
Yep.
Correct? There's a $6,000 match. I looked through the budget today that has a wastewater budget, and I don't see where there's $6,000 in there.
Part of the match was gonna be having like the road crew doing flags.
Actually, we'll shoot for the whole match to be in-kind work.
All in-kind work, so there's no money out of pocket.
No.
Like I said, I went through the wastewater budget today and I didn't see, there's not really a slush fund in there for anything. And the way our budget is so tight this year, that, well, it's just kind of concerned, 6,000 here, 5,000 there, it gets expensive. But if somebody keeps track of all the man hours and man hours, it can be matched with the in-kind service, definitely.
We should be able to match it fairly easy. So I'm just going to move that we do all of these as one vote, unless there's any other questions. You have questions on it?
I'm all set.
Okay. Second. All in favor? Aye. Aye.
I need a roll call vote
Oh, roll
for
call vote.
resolutions.
Trustee Arno?
Aye.
Trustee Pelkey?
Aye.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Aye.
Mayor votes aye. Then we have an authorization to add Deputy Mayor Menard to the bank account. All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Arno?
Aye.
Trustee Pelkey?
Aye.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Aye.
Requesting an executive session to talk about a particular employee.
I'm sorry. Jed, are you voting aye on the resolution 19 also?
For Dale Menard?
For
Trustee
you.
Menard?
Are you voting aye?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear you say that. The mayor voted aye on the second one.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And then give you some extra time.
Okay, no, I caught up.
Okay. Trustee Arno?
That you don't need a roll call for.
Have an executive session on a particular person in history.
minutes, chicken barbecue went very well. They sold out in a couple hours. They did well, they were very pleased, and the people that come through the line were really pleased at that. But the problem with subdividing it before you sell it, it's gonna be worth less.
Cause there's no road access.
Right. So they're recommending sell it with, it's assessed for $49,000.
That would cost with the composite, so we can get some of those set up for the handicapped people. It would be nice to have a couple of them placed around for people in wheelchairs.
Because when I talked to her, she was, she's talking about 4-foot benches and 5-foot benches, and she only has so much money, so she buys for 6-foot benches, it's out there, and she only has so much money, so.
Composite picnic table is gonna cost you about $1,100.
Price on it, and if they can make handicap, it would be nice to have like, maybe the cement pad that they're on a little bit larger, so a wheelchair could go on the end, probably.
Yep.
It's just a thought, but.
They go along.
I'd like to see it down on the lake shore, down behind the coffee shop. I'd like to see something down there too.
Well, that's a piece of property that the village owns. Unfortunately, we never did anything with it. I mean, we ended up with that property with a grant, and I think the way the grant was written, that it has to stay in the village's hands as like recreation or
Yeah.
village use.
There.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll ever do with it.
Yeah. So we might as well put a picnic table down there and a couple benches so people can sit down there if they want to.
Get something to eat or drink at the coffee shop and go behind and sit there.
Yeah.
What's the access rights that we've got?
Do we, there's a
Do we maintain that? Do we mow it?
No.
Someone else has been mowing that?
Somebody else mows it?
Yes, the neighbor right there.
So we forgot what kind of access
We
rights
should be
we've
mowing
got.
I think there's a 6-foot right away down through there.
Which would be good for some sort of paved surface for people to walk down.
I think it's a driveway now, right?
It could just be a dirt driveway.
I think they're two landlocked pieces. I know one is for sure.
Yes.
The old Martin, the old,
The Martin House and
small,
Roberts, or, Mrs. Passage.
go. They were talking about putting a dock out there and having
Mr.
access.
Rivers bought that property.
Who?
Mr. Rivers.
Well, they're talking about having like a place to have docks with they, we can apply for grants and put a nice dock out there, so when people come up with their power boats out our downtown and go to our coffee shops and our restaurants, it'd be nice. It's too bad to just have the property to sit there on the.
Yeah, sit there and limbo, do nothing.
Unfortunately, funds are not available, hopefully there's some money out there.
Well, we could build it into the comprehensive plan.
Maybe,
That would increase the odds for grants.
Or either that or put a gazebo down on top of it.
or maybe the next time that the politicians are in town, Billy Jones or anyone, we can hit them up for some money. They always have a little bit of money they can maybe throw toward dedicated in somebody's memory.
Well, Mr. Rivers, I've been talking to Mr. Rivers, and he said if the mayor would go to Washington and talk to the congressman down there and stuff like that, he could probably get some more money for different things like that. But you gotta go down there and talk to him.
And I know, Elise Stefanik, I probably get her to invite you around, have her show me around, we can talk about stuff. Oh, I've never met her.
Well, George talked to him quite a few times.